Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more blueprints. Today, we're going to be focusing on drafting the new floor plan that we discovered at the end of the last episode. I believe it was the treasure trove. Let's hope it's a trove of information. But there's only one way to find out. Day 75. I seriously need to as well, take more screenshots in general. Because I'm finding it more and more difficult to get screenshots, so I'll be doing a bit of that this episode. This stream, I should say. Alright. What am I looking for here? Let's start by... do I want to go to the outer room right now? I think I'll wait until I can get some dice so that I can try to more guarantee that I get a shrine. Speaking of which... let's try for the shrine now. Reroll. There we go. I'm going to try putting 45 gold in and seeing if I get the Blessing of the Monk again. That is how much gold I put in the last time to get it. Okay, I did get the Blessing of the Monk from 45 gold. So it really is just, the blessing that you get is really dependent on how much gold you put in. That's really interesting. Alright, well, let's try to call it a day in the antechamber today. That would have made a good screenshot too. I'm just trying to think about all the screenshots I can take now. But let's continue our journey. Oh, that's not a good set of options, I'll be honest. Let's reroll that. The mailroom. My package has been delivered. All right. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Another thing that I want to do, that I mentioned last time, is maybe try to put the cursed idol in the antechamber, in the pedestal of that's the pedestal in the 46th room that's missing a bust. I'm not sure if that'll do anything, but it would be interesting nonetheless. All right. And again, this arrow up here. Let's go ahead and do that. Might as well try to open this door. Aha. Observatory it is. Very nice. Boiler room. Sure. Although I think that I will go back to the beginning and start down the left side of the house. Oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and go back to the workshop and make the sound pick amplifier. I guess it's called the pick sound amplifier. Which does make more sense. The freezer. Not for now. What items do you have for me? Oh, not much. Bananas, gems, keys, and more gems. The attic. Ooh, courtyard is good. That's a terrible chest. I'm going to go for the reading nook because I'm thinking back to like the corner cases that we saw in A New Clue, and the reading nook was one of the corner cases, I believe. So I'm not sure if it just means that it's a corner room or something special happens when you draft it in a corner like this. But looking at this, it looks like it might have just been like signifying that it's a corner room. There's the closed exhibit. I think I'll actually just choose the attic here. Coin purse. Am I missing anything else? Not that I can tell. All right. I did forget to dig up the dig spots. But you know what? I might wait until I make the jackhammer. I've only used that like once or twice. Ooh, okay. I'll go to the chapel here. Chamber of Mirrors. That would allow me to get 2 treasure troves in the theory. But I think I'll just go for the observatory. Walk-in closet. Seems pretty good. Ooh, key card. Very nice. Want to go to the left if possible. The drawing room's good as well. Especially since it comes with a free gem now. A refund, if you will. Garage. That is good because I have the car keys. Although maybe I should have tried to draft it on the 8th rank so that I know exactly whether or not the memo is inside the car or not. Ooh, it's a silver key and a treasure map. Where is it pointing me this time? I see. So row 6, column 2. Drafting studio. I do want to do the drafting studio because I want to see if this is the same date as the one in the study, December 8th. Wait, do I have a magnifying glass? I don't. I guess I'll need to find one. Okay. The Great Hall, middle left is blocked. And then far right is blocked. I don't hate the Great Hall here. Let's do that. Okay. And this is the other door with stuff in it. Wait, oh. Huh, I thought I tried to unlock this one, but maybe it didn't. Oh, and this is the room we can dig in. Good. It's all coming together. This looks like the spot. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. Plus 40 gold. Very nice. Security seems pretty good. I'm going to use my... Actually, I think... Could use my the secret garden here somewhere. I'll try it this way. Oh, never mind. I'll take the dining hall here. Eat my enjoy lunch. I am going to go back though because I want to set the security level to something higher. I'll just use a normal key. The study. The study might have a magnifying glass in it. Although I feel like there's some sort of secret to the ballroom that I'm missing. I'll take the study for now, though. Okay, well, there's an apple. And a gem. No magnifying glass, though. That's all right. Now we'll use the key to the secret garden. Might as well open up the left side of the antechamber too. Hello, welcome back! How are you doing this fine afternoon? Good evening? I guess it's technically morning now since it's going on 1 a.m. But we don't like to think about that here. By the way, I found your podcast channel and watched a little bit about the podcast episode you did about childhood games, and I thought it was really cool. So I'll be taking a look at more of those soon. Let's see. We have 4 redraws here with the rook, so hopefully we can find the what is it called? I can't remember. The new room. "365 days of summer." Yep. I get that. I'm in Texas, so I know the feeling. Although, I'm not sure how hot it gets there. I'll need to check it out. It probably gets hotter there than it does here, to be fair. Oh! I think... So, is the Final Fantasy set out yet? Or does it come out tomorrow? Or for you, it probably is the drop day. Let's see. It's actually kind of unfortunate that the Final Fantasy set releases for me tomorrow, this Friday. Because this is one of the only days that like 2 of my friends are in town at the same time. I was like, well, it's a perfect time to go out and do a draft. But nobody's having drafts because everybody's having pre-releases. So it's good news and bad news at the same time. Oh yeah, I've seen like a little. I don't know much about the Final Fantasy set, but I've seen a few of the cards. And they seem really powerful. Let's see. "95 Fahrenheit. Yep. Yeah. I wonder what the forecast is looking like for me. Let me pull it up. I'm curious. Yeah, it's 96 through 98 for the next few days here too. Looks like we're gonna get down to the mid-80s though. That's exciting. Yeah, I don't know much about the Final Fantasy expansion. I've only played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14, but just looking at the cards, I'm like, what the heck? This is crazy. These cards are crazy powerful. I'm just not used to the power creep. Let's continue redrawing here. I also do want to end one of my runs in the music room so that we can get a music room as an outer room. There it is, the treasure trove. +5 gold for each time you have drafted the treasure trove. Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, you get a trophy for this? Oh, this is probably the trophy for being in every single room. You have been awarded the Explorer's Trophy for completing the Mount Holly Dictionary. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. Alright, that's exciting. Sounds good. A STEAM achievement, huge! Alright. What other secrets does this room hold? There's a knight there. Good to know. Any breakable vases? Not that I'm seeing. Well, let's take a look in this box. The trunk is locked. Let's use a key. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. Okay. Green memos you find in this room will always be true. So this is a white moon box, which is interesting. This probably has to do with, like, the whole trunk situation underneath the docks. So it might be worth it to go down there, redrain the reservoir at some point, go down there and explore a little bit more. But for now, I think that is the majority of what this room has to offer for now. Any sneaky things that you can do? Not that I can see. Aquarium. Although I do want to do Lost and Found at some point. But I just want to be sure I have access to the antechamber. How should I call you? Ark or Zard? Well, it's up to you. Ark is fine though. Let's see here. Could do the vault. The office. We could double our gold. But I don't think doing that has any meaning. Decisions. Why not? Let's double our gold. We can take the closed exhibit here, or we can take the coat check so that we have access to the cursed effigy. I'm not sure if I want to curse myself this run though. I might curse myself a different run. No, I don't want to curse myself this run because I spent all this time trying to get the blessing of the monk. Back to this ominous room. Still unsure what to make of this. Let's do some rerolls. Well, actually, maybe just take the office. I think I will. Could be that this person actually isn't a queen. If we assume that's the case, but also the code wouldn't be a date. I'll come back to this room, but I'll continue going for now. Clock tower, secret passage. I'm gonna try to get the foyer, so I'll go for the secret passage. Oh, here's the foyer. Does this have any meaning in Eurasian? Let me look at my Eurasian translation notes here. Not that I know off the top of my head with my current knowledge. The reason why I was wondering that is because major, spelled M-A-J-O-R, could be Eurasian for small name, and in the office it says herrings of the major, which could be like herrings of the small name, which could be this character here. Continuing on. Locker room might be nice. Oh, I also was not paying attention to trying to get blue rooms on the 8th rank. Still time for that though. Back we go. Blue room, here we come. Trophy room. A rumpus room. Let's go to the trophy room. If I were a blue memo, where would I be? It's under the chair? Wait. Let me check here. Oh my gosh, you're right. I'm simply blind. There were a total of 8 gems removed from the ruby crown of Orindia Ares. That's true. Alright. It didn't say that all of the blue memos would be useful, I suppose. Keen eyes. I would have spent so long looking around that room. Let's have some pizza while we're at it. Plus 20 steps. We can continue our little journey. Corridor seems pretty nice. And then ideally we go left and then up, finding a blue room. We have some redraws. Not yet. Believe it or not, this is the first day I've streamed tonight. I almost wonder if it would be worth just taking the archive here. I think that I'll just try to get a left turn. I like that. That'll do. The clock tower. Have we seen the clock tower memo? Oh boy. I can't remember. I gotta start making a list of the memos we've seen. But for now, let's draft it and find out. Let me check behind all these pillars first. Okay. Oh yes, I think we have seen this memo. This is the one that says, "An eclipses only appear in the north sky," which I'm not entirely sure how that applies to what we can do in the game, because the only other place that I've seen mention in eclipse is the ballroom, where it has the photo during the in eclipse ball. I wonder if you need to angle the observatory in the right spot in order to like point it north to find an eclipse. I guess that's something I'll need to do at some point. You know what? I should have taken the pump room. That would have allowed me to drain the reservoir. Can redraw and hope to get the pump room though. Pump room. Perfect. There is actually a laboratory. There is a bathroom in this place. The only issue is it's one of the red rooms, and it's literally, from what I can tell, just a dead-end room that you don't want to get. So I made it super rare. Simon has his campsite that he can use. I forgot to take a look at the aquarium while it doesn't have water in it. I do have the steps, so I think I am going to look at that real quick, and then I will flood the aquarium and empty the reservoir. Okay, is there any more stuff? So I got that key a while back. Is there anything here? I also got that. Did that. Nope, I guess there are just two rooms displayed here that are simply red herrings. Oh well, back we go. Oh wait, wrong way? How will we go about doing this? Okay. So we can... start emptying this water here. And start filling the water here. "31 steps. Oops. I'm gonna leave that as is. Completely draining the reservoir. The only thing is, I might just go to the antechamber and call it a day so that I can be sure to lock in the antechamber as the outside room with the blessing of the monk. The reason why I'm doing that is because we found in the last like page of Lady Epson's diary that it looks like the antechamber was placed as the outside room. So, we'll give that a shot right now. And call it a day. Architect's Inn of Tomorrow.